Alright, so, progress report here. So we got a whole 15 hashes last 5 episodes. Awesome. More important progress has been made though. So, what is the number of hashes right now? I think it's about 9,000 actually total. Not so much thanks to what we did the last couple episodes, but instead, what I figured out I could do was I had been told that some files were still in this game from Offroad Fury 3, so I thought, well, we already have the names of all the files in Fury 3, so if I just calculate the hashes of all those and see if any match, and yeah, we got like 1,000 new strings that way. So, alright. And I think I tried another thing too. What was it? There was something else that I did. Oh, I also scraped all of the actual game files in this game. Most importantly, all the XML files for strings to see if any of those would match up. And we got some matches there. I don't remember how many more we got. A couple hundred, I think. But yeah, so at this point we are at 9,000 out of about 12,000. We're at 9,000 something out of 12,000 something. That is pretty good, if I may say so. We may as well keep going with this. But yes. Oh, that's a step on top. Oh boy. I need to look into how you unlock that Rings of Fire thing. I'm just curious about it, separate of needing to actually load stuff from it. Yeah, we are doing fairly well. It does seem like most stuff that's left at this point is stuff that is going to be a lot harder to get, but also probably less interesting, since I have seen most of the game at this point. If I remember correctly, there is an Offroad Fury 2, I think I mentioned this a few episodes ago, but apparently there's an Offroad Fury 2 cross-save feature here. I need to check that. I haven't seen any mention of it in the game yet. Maybe I need to go into free play and see if I can select status for that game or something. It would still be strange if it was 2 instead of 3, especially since 2 is made by a different developer. Maybe it is supposed to be 3 in reality. I'll have to see. If there is that cross-save though, then if it's a Fury 3 cross-save, I should be able to use it. Oh, this is a D-pad day. It's fine. But, alright, gotta pay some attention to actually controlling this big hulking machine here. But yeah, I already do have Fury 3 save data on here, so that should also be fine. If that's what we need. Steering the wheels, there we go. Don't hit that tree. Just keep going straight. It tends to be a good rule of thumb here. Like those rocks just right in the middle of the road. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so, well, if it is stuff from Fury 3, I suspect a lot of that stuff will have already been stuff that I found anyhow through what I just did. If I came up on this a bit more quickly, this probably would have saved me a bit more time, but probably saved me some time going directly through here anyways. We're already 33, we're already in a qualifying position. This is boding fairly well. See if we can actually go faster by taking this route instead of the green route on the left. Seems like a pretty decent route, it's just a little bumpy and a little thin, so you have to be a little careful with it. And not do that. Yeah, well. Lost us some time, clearly. Oh well. Probably gain a little bit of ground on them flying through this though. Hello. Ooh. Not liking how curvy these paths are. I really am itching to get on some more efficient roads. Slow down there, bud. Don't tip over like that. Oh, what are you doing there? Missed that red road there. Looks like a good one to take. Just go directly where you want to be. Yeah, man, this thing is rotating in all sorts of lateral axes. It's more of a vertical axis if you're rotating about it, but lots of lateral rotations in this vehicle today. If we can keep things stable, this seems like a pretty good route to be taking. I'm liking this. There we go. That was very good. Very nice. You okay there, AI? Oh, okay. That's a lot of sponsor awards. Oh my god. I also got not a lot from the stylish driving today. This is interesting to see. Okay. But yeah, I should see free play. Apparently, stages you unlock from Fury 3, so I should take a look at that. I suspect that I already got many, if not all, of the strings from those stages, if those are the stages that show up here. If they are actually from Fury 2, then I'll just have to pick up a Fury 2 save. But then I can play through those stages as well in free play or whatever, and it'll probably get us a good deal more hashes. I have other roads here that you can see but can't take, just to give you the idea that there's still more stuff here to be seen, even if you're not driving on it. Little bits of additional world like that are very nice to see. Everything is the same brown. A little hard to tell what's going on here. Oh boy, this is just a big dumb curve. I don't want that. What's going on here? Not off the track, calm down. It's very isolating always going on the right pass in this stage. If I was in the story mode, I'd at least see some light vehicle drivers as companions through here, but nope. Is that big enough air for that jump? Barely. I didn't realize there was a jump coming up, so. I did not gun it as hard as I ought to have. I was being cautious, trying to be reasonable about going down that path. A thin road path. Not sure if I'm gaining on him this way or not, but whatever. Go my way. I don't know if it really matters if you go left or right here, to be honest. Both meet back up in the same spot, it looks like. I really do wish that you guys could see how much time I spend looking at the menu app versus anywhere else in these point-to-points. Because it is a lot. Okay, no reason not to take this path here, seriously. That's just more straight to where I wanted to be. So everyone, the whole pack is here, jeez. How you guys are supposed to be streamed in slowly? Calm down, game. I'm in a reasonable spot here. Just made a bit of a late lane change. I'm taking a lot of these red paths lately, but a lot of them just seem to really be worth it. Clearly not 100% of them, but a lot of them in practice. Like here, they seem to be parallel, so I'll take the green one. Hopefully the green one's not going to end up doing something stupid, but you're diverging a bit more. I always get a bit more concerned when I see them diverging. When I see a red and a green path that diverge, I get a lot more suspicious. about whether the green one's going to be a good path to take or not. I was actually meaning to hear this whole song this time too. I could have stayed on the red there, but I don't know. It's not even qualifying yet. I feel like I've been doing pretty fine in this race. Let's stay on the right here. Let's not take the big down curve here though. I love it when things open up like this. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to hear that whole song. It feels like every time that song comes up, I have to restart for some reason or another and the song stops playing. Still, again, comically unappreciated song, in my opinion. I rather enjoy it, but you can find videos of it on YouTube that only have like at the most 500 views on them. It's kind of uncanny almost. Okay, we are trotting along a little slowly on this path, I have to admit. This is a pretty rough path. I do wonder how it affects the streaming of AI, you know, how they spawn in dynamically when you use all these red paths. Like, does it tend to make the AI spawn on red paths if you do that? Here it just seemed like the green path was straight enough that I could probably take it safely. Maybe not completely, but... Alright, that was pretty clean. We don't really have time for another race, but at the same time I don't want to end this after 12 minutes, so... I think what I'll do after finishing up this round, after finishing up Africa, I may go to free play and see if there's stuff there I can see. If there is anything new I can see there. See if this one goes as smoothly. I also remember at one point last recording session I started talking about how it seemed like my vehicle had been made solid black for the or I was using some solid black vehicle for the sponsor event. And that was just this car, I'm pretty certain. We're driving through a building at point to point before. Interesting, I must have never taken this road. Here I'm not seeing much obvious benefit to taking the red paths. I guess it would be a little bit more direct here, but not too much. You do have to take into account too that the green paths, while frequently less direct, do tend to make it easier to drive along at a higher speed too. So you can take a more direct path that you may end up traveling along more slowly. And dumb stuff like this happens too, where you just take a big wide turn that probably wasn't actually the path you wanted to take. Most times when I see a big diverging red path like this, it seems to be worthwhile, so this one I end up letting my momentum carry me to the right instead of the left, so it ended up probably not benefiting me much in reality, I have to admit, but and then I roll. This one may not be a first try sort of race. I still have a whole heck of a lot of catching up to do. I've definitely run into some problems. Okay. That red path snuck up on me. I saw it on the map, it's just I cannot see it on the ground. What's that head path I see here? I have a hard time making it out in the map. Oh, it's the wrong way. I feel like this is going to be like the last continent where it goes very easy the first races and then the third gives me a lot of trouble out of nowhere. So I'm still at 15th after all this time. I have a whole lot of catching up to do if I have any hope of getting a good position here. I don't think this is going to happen. Now what really seems to happen is I just took lots of red paths that turned out not to be worth it in this case. Like, I'm not going too slowly right now, in my opinion, but and that didn't help. Looks nice and straight, and also, again, I have an intuition for taking paths that are not the that are strongly divergent from the green ones, because that tends to be where they have way better routing. I touched an invisible part of a tree there. It felt like I actually have gained a lot of positions, but I don't have a lot of time left to gain anymore. Darn. Okay. Alright, well, we'll give this another shot next episode, and then after we finish this, we'll head on to free ride to see if there's much to see there.